Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Baseball, the Symphony, Super Oval, and graduations are all community events we're proud to bring you on the NCW Life channel. Coverage is made possible by Apple Valley Honda, Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, Castle Rock International Real Estate, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Mary Maids, Mini Blinds, and more. Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista. Together for Youth, Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and Walkabout Grill.
Good Friday morning and welcome to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Grant Olson in for Dan Kuntz this week. One more day, and boy, it's great to have you here. Beautiful start to our morning. Already 73 degrees in the Wenatchee area, 74 in Manson, and 74 already this morning in Quincy. And boy, it was a hot one yesterday. Wenatchee, we topped off at 99 degrees. Moses Lake did hit 100 at Omak, the warm spot, yesterday at 101. We will have more weather for you coming up here shortly. Also, we'll have sports coming up where the Mariners wrapped up their series with the Twins yesterday afternoon. We'll have more on that. Plus, a great fishing story coming up from Eric Granstrom, and that will be in our second half hour. Lots to come here this morning, but first let's take a trip around the valley with our PTZ cameras, and as we always do, we will begin with Wenatchee Heights. And does it get any more beautiful than that? Notice though on the horizon there is a little bit of haze, and we do expect some of that today from those fires burning up in British Columbia, so expect a little haze today. Up next, we're heading up north into Okanagan County, and it doesn't even look real. It's so beautiful up that way. That's our Billy Goat camera. You can see the Columbia River, and right where the Methow River joins the Columbia River there at Pateros, and what a beautiful start to the day. Good morning to you folks up in Okanagan County. Also, Kashmir, let's get a little bit closer to home now, and as the sun begins to rise over most of Kashmir, the camera moving just a little bit, so we'll have a breeze today, about 6 to 10 miles an hour, and as I mentioned, out of the northwest, so that could bring in some of that haze. We end our trip around the valley with our Badger Mountain camera looking back at Wenatchee. And a beautiful day ahead with all of those blue skies. And speaking of hot, it is going to get hot today and once again tomorrow. We just about reached 100 yesterday, but it will get that hot today and once again on Saturday. Another day expected today. Slight cooling over north central Washington as we make our way into Sunday. And remember, it's common sense things, and you all know it. If you're outside, take frequent breaks, wear that light clothing out there, drink lots of fluids, whether it be water, Gatorade, whatever it may be. You need a lot of that. And also limit strenuous activities outdoor during the hottest part of the day, and that is generally between about 3 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So really be aware of that. All right, here's your 5-day forecast as we make our way into the weekend. Today, hot once again. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler. We'll still be probably the mid-90s in Wenatchee. On Sunday, the cooling continues with high temperatures around 90. And then by Monday and Tuesday, we have windy conditions in the forecast. But the good news, if you're ready for cooler weather, is we will cool down to about normal in the mid to upper 80s. All right, let's take a look at what we can expect as we get you through the weekend and into next week. Fire weather outlook. We talked about this yesterday morning as well. I don't think it's so much Friday through Monday for us in the Wenatchee area. I think it's more Saturday or Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday. We will have those breezy southwest winds, and they're going to blow about 10 to 20 miles an hour on both Monday and Tuesday. And any fire that starts will have the potential for some major spreads. So just be extra careful out there as you recreate this coming weekend. All right, now we can get to today's high temperatures, and here we go. 99s for Moses Lake, Quincy, and Ephrata. 97 in Wenatchee, 98 in Chelan, and 100 degrees expected for Omak. A little bit cooler in the upper elevations, but still plenty warm. Lake Wenatchee 92, Leavenworth at 95, and Kashmir will check in today at around 96 degrees. Taking a look at how we're going to get there, we will see that area of high pressure off the coast continue to bring all of that warm air in from the southwest. There is an area of low pressure too way out, but it really won't affect us that much till the end of the week. And there we go with high temperatures, mid to upper 90s. Remember, some of that haze will be around today. Sunny, still hot for Saturday as we kick off our upcoming weekend. High temperatures as we get to tomorrow into the mid 90s. For Sunday, excuse me, sunny, and that's when we'll see a bit of a cool down. It will be cooler with highs down into the lower 90s. So all over the west, it is going to be a hot one this weekend. And by the time we start off our next work week on Monday, mostly sunny, windy conditions though. We will see those winds at least 10 to 20 miles an hour. High temperatures in the upper 80s as we get into Monday. For your Tuesday, as we move through the first part of the week, sunny again, but notice all the red, and that is wind, and we're going to see plenty of that on Tuesday too. Cooler, how about this? High temperatures in the mid 80s for Tuesday. That'll actually be a little bit below normal. And then for Wednesday, sunny, we'll call it seasonal high temperatures with readings somewhere into the upper 80s in the afternoon on Wednesday, cooling around parts of the Pacific Northwest midweek. And then we'll warm right back up as we get into Thursday. Hardly any wind to speak of at all on Thursday. Big area of high pressure in the Pacific. Sunny skies and warm on Thursday, with high temperatures right around 90 degrees. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. 97 today, 67 overnight tonight. And then for this weekend, really, it's going to be hot, but not terribly hot. 95 Saturday, 92 on Sunday. And then we'll see a few more clouds move in Monday as low pressure slides across Canada. Windy conditions in 87, more wind on Tuesday, and 84 for our high. We'll stay in the 80s for Wednesday, sunny skies and seasonal in 88. And then for Thursday, sunny and about where we should be for this time of the year with high temperatures of 90 degrees. Up next on this finally Friday morning, all the latest news from around the area and much more as Wake Up Wenatchee Valley continues right after this.
Hit the open roads this summer with Click It RV Superstore in Moses Lake during the Great American Sales Event. The best brands, Grand Design, Flagstaff, Thor, SMC trailers, and more. Over 1,000 RVs. Payments as low as $240 per month. $240 down. 0 payments until 2024. Up to $4,000 over JD Power for your trade-in. Plus, get a Traeger grill and Yeti cooler with purchase during the Great American Sales Event. Now at the Click It RV Superstore in Moses Lake, off I-90 on North Frontage. Hurry in today.
I had a seizure in the middle of the night, and they rushed me to the hospital and decided to induce labor to try to get the baby out. The outpouring of love and support I got from Confluence Health. My coworkers coming to the ICU to be with me. For me, it's the work family. It's just incredible to have support no matter what I'm going through in my personal life, my own health.
Pybus Public Market is on the move to make parking, dining, shopping, and events an even better experience for our community. Check out the progress that has already been made towards the revitalization. The Westside project is well on its way, but we need your help to get over the finish line. All donations are greatly appreciated and can be made online at our website or in person at the business office. We want to thank those who have already partnered with us. You are helping make the place we love a better place for our community to meet.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Welcome back to a Friday morning edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. 7:09 and time for news now. State fire assistance has been mobilized under the Washington State Fire Services Resource Mobilization Plan in support of local firefighters working to contain the Badger Fire that's located in Douglas County near East Wenatchee. The Badger Fire started yesterday at approximately 3:26 p.m. The fire is estimated at 700 acres and growing. It's burning in wheat, sagebrush, and shrub steppe and is threatening crops and power line distribution. Level 1 evacuations are in effect at this time. The State Emergency Operations Center at Camp Murray remains activated to Level 2 to help coordinate state assistance for the Badger Fire. Mobilization specialists from the Fire Protection Bureau have ordered 2 strike teams, air resources, and a bulldozer, and the fire will be managed by Type 4 incident management teams. State Fire Marshal's office personnel will be working remotely to coordinate the dispatch of those resources. Backcountry firefighters contained and controlled a small lightning-caused fire in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest on Tuesday. The Well Digger fire sparked in the Wenatchee River Ranger District, 16 miles northwest of Leavenworth near Lanham Lake. It was estimated at less than 1 acre and probably was left over from lightning storms that passed through the area earlier this month. The U.S. Forest Service said the Well Digger fire, along with another small fire 15 miles west of Yakima, was contained by fire crews and quickly put into mop-up. Hot and dry conditions continue to pose big wildfire risks, so caution in the backcountry, of course, is advised. Well, the Washington State Patrol says an overloaded trailer was to blame for a vehicle accident Wednesday between a pickup truck and a semi that blocked Highway 2 near Baker Flats for several hours. No one was injured when the GMC pickup, driven by Robert A. Thompson of East Wenatchee, went out of control and crossed into the oncoming lane. The pickup trailer swiped the oncoming semi, which was towing a flatbed, and both vehicles came to rest on the shoulder. Most travelers were able to be diverted into Northwest Cascade Avenue, but the accident blocked Highway 2's westbound lane for 4.5 hours. Well, Amazon has agreed to a $25 million civil penalty as a settlement to resolve a complaint that the company retained children's voice recordings longer than necessary. The U.S. Department, that's according to the U.S. Department of Justice. The complaint alleges that Amazon violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule, and the Federal Trade Commission Act through their voice-activated Alexa service. Amazon saves voice recordings of verbal Alexa requests, creates a written transcript of it, and since May of 2018, Alexa-related offerings have included voice-activated services directed towards children under 13 years of age. The allegations of the complaint also include making deceptive representations that the Alexa app users can delete their or their children's voice recordings, including audio files, transcripts, and geolocation information when the company failed to do so. Along with the $25 million penalty, Amazon is also ordered to identify and delete inactive child profiles. $394,000 in grant funding has been secured to continue educational workforce programs in North Central Washington. The North Central Career Connect Washington Network was established in 2019 under Governor Jay Inslee's Career Connect Washington initiative. The network's goal is to provide pathways to local, high-demand, family-wage careers and give students the support they need to pursue the career they've chosen. The network has developed strategies to continue providing these pathways, including maintaining student recruitment and engagement, expanding CTE programs, and advocating for resources to address barriers in transportation, technology, and access to professional experiences. The grant funding, which is from the Washington State Employment Security Department, will support the effort through June of 2025. Well, if you are a U.S. military veteran in Chelan County, you may have the opportunity to represent other vets in the area. The Chelan County Veterans Advisory Board, or VAB, is looking to add 3 new board members to help create program criteria for the disbursement of county veterans' federal funds. The funds provide assistance to indigent veterans, their families, and the families of deceased veterans, and the Veterans Relief Program works to provide programs to benefit veterans and their families who may be facing financial hardship. The county is looking for veterans who can commit to 6 meetings a year, serve 3-year terms, and there is a special interest to veterans who are residents of Eniat, Peshastin, Manson, and Malaga. If you are interested, send a letter of interest noting your city residence, whether you are a Chelan County congressionally chartered veterans organization, and send that all to Trent Mortensen at trent.mortensen@co.chelan.wa.us. Well, in other news, the Wenatchee Rotary Club is awarded the Wenatchee Valley College Foundation a $1,500 grant to support the Wenatchee Valley College Bridge Program. The program helps audit basic education students without their high school credentials so they can get access to financial aid to transition to 2- and 4-year degrees and trade programs. Wenatchee Valley College campus, without high school credentials like a diploma or GED, students are then ineligible for federal and state financial aid. Although, if they complete 6 college credits, they can claim ability to benefit, which is a federal classification that gives them access and aids in their needs to complete their education. Wenatchee Valley College says out of 564 surveyed adult basic education students, 52% reported below the 70% lower living income standard for Washington. The Wenatchee Valley College Bridge Program will begin in the summer quarter of 2023. Well, the Continental Surf Club is staying in Chelan for the next 5 years. The international competition will bring in 24 surfers from the U.S. and Europe to Lakeside Surf Stationary Wave Pool for the 2nd year on Labor Day weekend. The 2 teams will compete in traditional, best trick, and carvers. That's the only heats before the top surfers advance to the championship heats. Team USA lost to Team Europe last year, but Wenatchee native Talon Chamberlain will be back as a headliner for this year's competition. The 2-day Surf Cup is free to all spectators and will begin on Saturday, September 2nd. All right, when we come back, I'll have a look at sports, today's obscure holiday, today in history, and birthdays. It's 7:17, and you're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, and in touch. Local cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with your choice of speed makes life better. If you need fast, reliable internet, or maybe an upgrade, or you just have questions, connect with us by visiting localtel.com or call 509-888-8888 today.
Baseball, the Symphony, Super Oval, and graduations are all community events we're proud to bring you on the NCW Life channel. Coverage is made possible by Apple Valley Honda, Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, Castle Rock International Real Estate, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Mary Maids, Mini Blinds, and more. Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista. Together for Youth, Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and Walkabout Grill. A reflection of and spotlight on the communities we call home. The NCW Life channel.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Hi everybody, Dan Coos alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. There's ice on my heat pump and under my heat pump.
Well, ice under your heat pump is normal. When we go into a defrost cycle, it melts the frost off, creates water, which freezes to the ground. Ice around your heat pump is a thing that you should probably give us a call about.
Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air for heat and air. Call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.
Transform your windows with a variety of colors and styles like the Allure Transitional Window Covering by Lafayette Interior Fashions. Hi, this is Darren with Mini Blinds and More. We can install the latest and greatest in technology to open and close your blinds with only a touch of a button. From the largest windows in your home to room darkening shades for the bedroom. From stylish shades for your entertainment room to custom blinds for those hard-to-fit places. We have a solution for all of your window covering needs. We offer a variety of window coverings from Lafayette Interior Fashions. Call us today. We are Mini Blinds and More, your local blind store.
Welcome back to a Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. The time is 7:20 and time now to take a look at sports. George Kirby matched a career high with 10 strikeouts, and the Mariners shut out Minnesota yesterday 5-0. Teoscar Hernandez got the scoring going for Seattle in the bottom of the first with an RBI single, and Kirby took it from there as the M's earned the equalizer in the 4-game series.
They'll hit it hard. Left field. JP scores. Julio gets a stop sign. It's okay if you have to build it one at a time. Nothing wrong with that. 1-0 Mariners to get things started. Center field with Carey. Look at this. Teo! Yeah! Teoscar Hernandez is accounted for both Mariner runs. Home run here. His 16th, 52nd RBI. 2-0 Seattle.
103 off the bat. Fastball top of the zone. It's been a good pitch for Lopez today, but Teo gets the best of this one.
Off the fist, Marlowe. Going back, Gino. Marlowe. Wow, what a catch by Gino over his shoulder.
Wow.
Man, he covered some ground. That's the best play of that type we've seen him make since he's been here.
This is a heck of a play and couldn't come at a better time. He has to go a long way for this ball. You can see Cade Marlowe coming in on the right side as well, but he just stays with it. Concentration excellent over the shoulder catch.
There it is right there. High, deep, gone. Hey now, Mike Ford. Off the head in here, Cafe. Way to break out of a slump. Mike Ford, home run number 10. RBIs 19 and 20. A 4-0 Mariner lead. Trying to put the finishing touches on a shutout here. And he does. Buxton rang up, and the Mariners win this game 5-0. They get a split in this series.
Manager Scott Service says Kirby is a dog-determined competitor who is not going to let Seattle take another loss to the Twins if he had anything to say about it.
Pitching. George Kirby, what a season he's putting together, and just continues to impress time and again. He is not afraid. He loves the competition. I think that's what sticks out more than anything else. When you watch him pitch, he just loves to bring it on. You know, I will give you my best effort, and he usually ends up on the right side of things. Awesome outing, tremendous fastball, got the breaking balls going against a team that swung the bat really good against us here. So really, they've swung well since they've come out of the break. You know, so awesome job by him just setting the tone. I thought, you know, we did some things against Lopez early. Lopez got really good stuff. There's a reason he's an all-star. We saw him make pitches, but put a lot of pressure on him in the first inning. You're hoping to come out with more than one run, but we did get one there. Tail, another home run late. You know, Mike Ford, we joked with him yesterday. He had a rough day, and there are times in this game, you know, you have to let it go. And I joke about being a goldfish. You have to have a really short memory. And we kept saying it, and then he finally ran into one, the big homer late. So some good defense out there. Gino had a really nice game as well, both offensively, made a great catch. People don't know how hard that is to run with your back to the field like that and catch it running away and a big out in the game. So good ball game, good bounce back. Again, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Seattle starts a 3-game weekend series tonight against Toronto with the first pitch at 7:10 on Root Sports Northwest. Meanwhile, the only other game in the American League West last night was in Oakland, where Houston beat the A's 3-1. Kyle Tucker delivered a 2-run double in the 6th to give the Astros the lead, and Alex Bregman homered in the 9th for insurance. Seattle now remains 9.5 games behind Texas in the American League West standings. The Mariners trail Toronto by 5.5 games in the wild card chase, with 3 teams between Seattle and the Blue Jays, and that includes the Yankees, Red Sox, and Angels. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Apple Sox host Nanaimo in the first of a 3-game weekend series tonight at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. The Night Owls come in after taking 2 of 3 from Victoria in their last 3 games. Wenatchee leads the West Coast League North Division second-half standings with a 9-3 mark. It will be Toby Haar getting the start on the mound for the Apple Sox against the Hours' Cooper Littledyke. First pitch is at 6:35, and you can hear all the action with Joel Norman on Sunny FM. We'll be back out at the ballpark on Tuesday as Wenatchee hosts Bellingham in the first of a crucial 3-game set. Join Eric Granstrom and Brandon Schmitten for the call, beginning with the pregame at 6:30 right here on the NCW Life Channel. Victoria's shortstop misplayed a ground ball off the bat of Brandon Hoop last night in Nanaimo as the Night Owls walked off with a 6-5 victory. Elijah Likes scored the winning run and was 2 for 5 in the game. Miles Gostola and 3 relievers combined on a 6-hit shutout for Corvallis as the Knights knocked off Kelowna 6-0. Meanwhile, Port Angeles pulled off a bases-loaded double steal and scored 2 runs in the play in a 5-run 5th inning, and then went on to beat Kamloops 7-2. Nick Siemens hit a solo home run, and Jake Sakata drove in another in a 2-run 5th inning, and that was enough for Ridgefield as the Raptors blanked Edmonton yesterday 2-0. Jaden Shepard was 3 for 4 with a home run to lead Springfield over Walla Walla 4-1. Another action, Yakima Valley took advantage of 8 walks to score 13 runs on 8 hits and a 13-6 win in Portland. Jace Phelan scored 3 runs and hit his 5th home run of the season. Now Wenatchee enters the weekend with a half-game lead in the West Coast League North second-half standings at 9-3. Victoria is second at 10-5. Kelowna is 2 games back at 7-5, while the Night Owls are 3 games out at 6-6. Sockeye salmon fishing is hot right now in north central Washington. The return of sockeye to the Brewster area draws fishermen from throughout the Northwest and is a huge economic impact on the region. NCW Life Channel's Eric Granstrom was on the water earlier this week and tells us more about getting in on all that action.
There are a ton of guides here, and today with the NCW Life Channel we get a chance to talk to Wade Giesbrecht, who is with Fish Intimidators. They're out of the Tri-Cities, but as you find with a lot of the guides, they'll go anywhere the fish are and where they can find people that want to come pay and go fishing. So we'll find out more about this fishery here today on the NCW Life Channel. Pack some food and something to drink, sunglasses, and sunscreen. You'll also need your fishing license and a Salmon Catch record card. The guide will provide all the gear and the bait. Guides will instruct you on how to work the rods and how to put the baits and lures in the water. Once a fish bites, they'll also tell you where to stand in the boat and how to reel it in. Now be sure to listen carefully because sockeye are easily lost. There we go, son. He's on the board.
About time. I missed 2 with the net already.
Nice job.
The fishery in Brewster is a madhouse with lots of boats and sometimes tight quarters. That's why it's great to pay a guide to navigate the fishing grounds than having the stress of operating your own boat, trying to keep from running into someone or getting your lines all tied up with someone else.
Well, I'm Fish Intimidators. My name's Wade, and we're out here in the Brewster Pool attempting to navigate the traffic and catch sockeye, and we have some in the bucket. Cover up some of them and show you the good ones.
There we go.
There is some dinks out here.
How's the season been so far, Wayne?
For the most part, if we can get them pretty good in the morning, then we're doing pretty decent. But if we miss this morning bite, it can get pretty tough later in the morning. We got that.
Almost got you.
Such as it is.
Okay, got that one. Okay, so just got one.
And this is why you carry 2 nets from the socket.
Oh, nice fish, so.
Been hooked in the side.
It's our first double of the day. Actually, we had another double earlier, but I lost mine. Nice block.
Woohoo! Good job.
Beauty. If you're lucky, at the end of the day, you'll take home some of the best table fare there is, sockeye salmon. There's also king salmon in the Brewster Pool, so ask your guide if you'd like to try for them as well.
You see that? Tyler, I own every fish.
Well, there we go. Nothing like a little sockeye fishing here in the early morning on the Brewster
I'm only
Pool.
giving you.
Well, the big question is, how do people get a hold of you to come up here and enjoy what we did here this morning? By the way, limits for the boat in less than 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah, we started at 4:15,
4:15,
7:30.
7:30. Yeah, not bad. How do they get a hold of you?
So my phone number is 509-750-6809, and our website is fishthecolumbia.com.
Okay, and you can search them up on Facebook too. Just look for Fish Intimidators.
Yep.
And hey, I appreciate meeting you here today.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks for
very
coming.
much. And get up here and get some sockeye. Well, the sockeye is getting good at the Brewster Pool, and you might even happen into a king while you're at it.
Wow, now that is some fishing. And the good news is we'll have more with Eric and his fishing adventure in the next half hour right here on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Don't miss that. All right, time for today's obscure holidays. Today is National Be Someone Day, so go out there and be someone today. Also, one of my favorite holidays, National Junk Food Day. Have you ever wished for a day where you can eat absolutely anything you want? Well, guess what? Today is the day. National Junk Food Day is celebrated every year on July 21st. Dedicated to the foods we like to snack on, this isn't your average cheat day. Today you can eat junk food for every meal. I do that anyway. Popularized in the U.S. in the 1950s, junk foods are usually, by definition, high in fats, sugars, salt, and calories, but they are also high in deliciousness. Junk Food Day is the perfect day to treat yourself. On this day, you're allowed your favorite junk foods without any guilt. So go ahead and add extra cheese on that burger and go for that order of fries. Today, you're allowed. By the way, the most successful fast food chains in America, the top 10. Number 10, Panera Bread. Number 9 is Pizza Hut. Coming in at 8, Chick-fil-A. Number 7, Dunkin' Donuts. Number 6 is Taco Bell. 5, Wendy's, my personal favorite. Number 4, Burger King. Number 3 is Subway, or 3 is Burger King. Number 2, Starbucks. And number 1 fast food chain in America, you probably all have guessed it by now. That's right, McDonald's. All right, this day in history, July 21st, 1925, 98 years ago in Dayton, Tennessee, high school biology teacher John T. Scopes is found guilty of teaching evolution in class and was fined $100. The trail was deliberately staged in order to attract publicity in the battle between fundamentalists and modernists and to draw attention to the small town of Dayton. Also on this date, July 21st, 1959, 64 years ago, Elijah Jerry Pumpsy Green becomes the first African American to play for the Boston Red Sox, the last team to integrate. He came in as a pinch runner for Vic Wirtz and stayed in as shortstop in a 21-0 loss to the Chicago White Sox, or 2-1 loss, I should say, in a game played in Chicago. The White Sox fans gave him a standing ovation. Public pressure was intense. Many African Americans refused to either play or watch the Red Sox. Get this, Jackie Robinson had retired 2 years earlier. Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks, Satchel Paige, Don Newcomb, and Hank Aaron all tried out for the Red Sox, but get this, were not signed. Unbelievable. Also, July 21st, 1969, 54 years ago, it's the Apollo program, and at 2:56, astronaut Neil Armstrong becomes the first person to walk on the moon.
The surface appears to be very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, that looks beautiful.
July 21st, 1969, in honor of baseball's centennial, a gala banquet is held before the All-Star game at the Sheridan Park Hotel in Washington, D.C. An all-time team and all-time living team are announced. Babe Ruth is selected greatest all-time player and Joe DiMaggio greatest living player. Also on this date, 1975, 48 years ago, Texas Rangers manager Billy Martin and Texas Rangers owner Brad Corbett had a running argument all season on what song should be played during the 7th inning stretch. Billy wanted the "That God I'm a Country Boy" by John Denver, Thank God. Brad Corbett wanted the more traditional "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." After going back and forth all season, Corbett laid down the law. During the 6th inning of an easy 6-0 victory over the Twins, Billy called the press box from the dugout and asked to speak to whomever played the music over that PA system. He ordered the PA guy to play "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." After the game, Corbett fired Martin. Also, July 21st, 2011, NASA's Space Shuttle program ends with the landing of Space Shuttle Atlantis on mission STS-135 at NASA's Kennedy Space Center.
Landing gear down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Hurley now deploying the drag chute. Ferguson rotating the nose gear down to the deck. Nose gear touchdown. Having fired the imagination of a generation, a ship like no other, its place in history secured, the space shuttle pulls into port for the last time. Its voyage at an end.
Hey, thanks, Butch. Great words. Great words. You know, the space shuttle's changed the way we view the world, and it's changed the way we view our universe. There's a lot of emotion today, but one thing's indisputable. America's not going to stop exploring. Thank you, Columbia, Challenger, Discovery, Endeavor, and our ship Atlantis. Thank you for protecting us and bringing this program to such a fitting end. God bless all of you. God bless the United States of America.
Some space shuttle facts and figures. There were 135 total missions. The cost, $209 billion. That's the estimated cost of NASA's 30-year space shuttle program from development through its retirement. 1,323. That's the number of days in space spent during NASA's shuttle flights between April of 1981 and July of 2011. 833. That's the total number of crew members of all 135 space shuttle missions, with some individuals riding multiple times and 14 astronauts killed during the Challenger and Columbia accidents. 5. That's NASA's final tally for the number of space-worthy vehicles built for the space shuttle fleet. The shuttles that have launched into space are Columbia, Challenger, Discovery, Atlantis, and Endeavour. Challenger and Columbia were lost during spaceflight tragedies. And 2, the final number of female space shuttle commanders after 30 years of shuttle flight. They are U.S. Air Force Colonel retired Eileen Collins and U.S. Air Force Colonel Pamela Melroy. All right, the time is 7:38 on this Friday morning. Oh no, we keep going. We can't forget birthdays on this date. 1899, Ernest Hemingway was born. He died in 1961 at only the age of 61. Of course, his popular books include The Sun Also Rises, A Farewell to Arms, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and The Old Man and the Sea. Also today's birthdays, one of my favorite actors, Don Knotts, born in 1924, died in 2006 at the age of 81. Don Knotts won 5 Emmy Awards portraying Deputy Barney Fife on The Andy Griffith Show. He was also on Three's Company as Ralph Furley, and The Ghost and Mr. Chicken was one of his shows, as is The Incredible Mr. Limpet. And in 1951, Robin Williams, maybe one of the greatest comedic actors ever, died in 2014 at 63 years old. He was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, winning Best Supporting Actor for Good Will Hunting. He also received 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, 6 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 4 Grammy Awards. All right, 7:39 now. When we come back, you are entitled to Mike Magnotti's opinion. That's coming up right after this.
D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee provides financial services for independent-minded clients working to secure their futures. Whether it's helping construct your personal financial, retirement, or estate plan, they start with a disciplined approach and straightforward advice. An individualized approach is rooted in the values, stability, and strength their company was founded on in 1935. With offices coast to coast and personal attention you deserve right here in the Wenatchee Valley, learn more about D.A. Davidson.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. The Clearwater Saloon and Casino has the best Vegas-style games in East Wenatchee. Come enjoy yourself and discover the nightly action. Win big and meet new friends at the Clearwater Saloon and Casino.
This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Renaissance artist Michelangelo. Now, come on, that man, he was an incredible genius, and his sculptures are nothing short of miraculous. Good grief. Thinking of him often makes me wonder, where are the similar geniuses of today? And I have to admit, among others, I think Pete Townsend of The Who is one. Really. I mean, despite his drinking, drugging, and libertine lifestyle, which actually, frankly, puts him in the company of other artistic geniuses, his creation of the rock opera Tommy, as well as many of his other works, puts him right up there. Now, Alan Turing, the father of the theoretical science that broke the Nazi naval Enigma code, is certainly another. And another one of my favorites, a comic genius, Steve Harvey of Family Feud. Oh, come on, that guy is incredible. Tell me I'm wrong. Well, maybe not as genius as Michelangelo, but genius in a different way. Steve Harvey. Gotcha, dude. Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Boating in the Wenatchee Valley starts at Bob File Boats and Motors. Now you can fish like a pro without breaking the bank thanks to the ProMag aluminum fishing boat by Smokercraft. It features a great layout with a spacious bow casting platform, huge live wells, and in-floor storage to safely stow your gear. See the Smokercraft line of boats at Bob File Boats and Motors on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee or online at bobfile.com.
Bob File Boats and Motors.
We're dealing.
Bob File's gonna make you smile.
"75 degrees. It's 7:44 on this Friday morning. Welcome back. The return of sockeye to the Brewster area draws fishermen from throughout the Northwest and has a huge economic impact on the region. Our man, NCW Life Channel's Eric Granstrom, was on the water earlier this week and tells us more about getting in on the action.
Well, if you've ever heard the term Brewster Pool when it comes to the fishing season in the summertime, what's actually the Brewster Pool is the Upper Columbia, which is just outside of Brewster, so it's kind of the Brewster area, and this area tends to be very slack water as far as the Columbia is concerned, so it's kind of a pool, so that's why they call it the Brewster Pool. Now, what is happening here in the summertime is the return of sockeye. Now, last year they had predicted that the run was only going to be about 200,000 fish. Turned out to be over 600,000 fish. It was one of the biggest runs in recorded history since they put the dams in here in the Brewster Pool. Now this year the run is about the 200,000 level, and it's so far materializing, and the fishing has been pretty good up here. Now what does this mean for the communities? Well, it's huge for the town of Brewster and for Pateros and for North Central Washington, because there, as you can see, and we've got footage of all the people that are here that flock here from around the states, around the Northwest, and sometimes around the country to come here and to try to catch a salmon. Now sockeye is the salmon of choice because it's fantastic table fare, but also they'll be trying out for summer kings here in this area of the Columbia River as well. There are a ton of guides here, and today with the NCW Life Channel we get a chance to talk to Wade Giesbrecht, who is with Fish Intimidators. They're out of the Tri-Cities, but as you find with a lot of the guides, they'll go anywhere the fish are and where they can find people that want to come pay and go fishing. So we'll find out more about this fishery here today on the NCW Life Channel. If you hire a guide, it'll be an early morning. They'll most likely ask you to meet at the launch in Brewster at 4 a.m. Even though it's summer, wear layered clothes because it's chilly on the ride out to the fishing grounds. Pack some food and something to drink, sunglasses, and sunscreen. You'll also need your fishing license and a salmon catch record card. The guide will provide all the gear and the bait. This is a great fishery for families and a perfect way to introduce kids to fishing. Guides will instruct you on how to work the rods and how to put the baits and lures in the water. Once a fish bites, they'll also tell you where to stand in the boat and how to reel it in. Now be sure to listen carefully because sockeye are easily lost. Nice and tight.
Lift. Reel down to the weight again. Step up to the edge of the boat.
There you go. There you go.
Lift.
There we go, son.
Yeah.
It's on the board.
About time. I missed two with the net already this morning.
Nice job.
The fishery in Brewster is a madhouse with lots of boats and sometimes tight quarters. That's why it's great to pay a guide to navigate the fishing grounds than having the stress of operating your own boat, trying to keep from running into someone or getting your lines all tied up with someone else.
Well, I'm Fish Intimidators. My name's Wade. and we're out here in the Brewster Pool attempting to navigate the traffic and catch sockeye. And we have some in the bucket. Cover up some of them and show you the good ones.
There we go.
There is some dinks out here.
How's the season been so far, Wayne?
For the most part, if we can get them pretty good in the morning, then we're doing pretty decent. But if we miss this morning bite, it can get pretty tough later in the morning.
So tell me about your company. Tell me about what you guys do.
So we've been guiding for, well, we started in 2015, and we guide mostly eastern Washington. We'll go all the way down to Drano Lake. We prefer to do salmon and sturgeon, walleye. We fish potholes and most of the rivers, so pretty much cover it.
You say we?
Me and Dustin.
Okay. You guys have 2 boats in, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
So my boat here, we'll do 6 in this boat. Dustin will do 4 in his. His is the same style of boat, just a little shorter.
Okay. So what's your approach for doing the sockeye here?
So we are running dodgers and shrimp, just like everybody else. Smile blade, shaker wing. We got some metal blades, pinks, orange.
Okay. Does it change from day to day that you found? Or
yeah, it seems like some days, you know, this will be the hot rod, and I pretty much run the same thing every day.
Right.
We got that.
Almost got you.
Such as it is.
Hey, what do you guys say about this experience?
Fantastic. No better way to spend a morning.
And how about this guide this morning?
Awesome. Just spot on. We're killing them.
Talk about the net.
There he is.
Fish. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, got that one. Okay, so just got one.
And this is why you carry 2 nets from the socket.
Oh, nice fish, so.
Been hooked in the side.
First double of the day. Actually, we had another double earlier, but I lost mine. Nice block.
Woohoo!
Nice. Good job.
Beauty.
Come on. All the way to the lake, lift.
That's a big one there.
See that? See that? That's beside you.
Okay, we're talking about terminal tackle, so we got one in hand weight. Tell us about what you use.
This one here has been a pretty hot one this morning. If we can get it to where we can see it. Oops. Pink, just a pink metal blade. Not sure what size it is, but it does work. 4 pink beads, size 2 hooks. Up to the Dodger, about a 12 to 14 inch leader.
Okay.
About a
And then what size
4-inch
dropper ball are you using on this?
That one is a 5 ounce. We're running it at 25 feet this morning.
Okay, all right.
So they're
and
not.
You change up the size of your weight based on where the rod is on the boat?
Correct. I run 6 in the front, 5 in the middle, and 4 out the back.
Okay. Now, I see you've got a jar of shrimp here, and I see some baits that are, or some scents that are back here. Do you have a particular concoction that you like to do, or you like to set these up like a day before, a couple of days before? What do you do?
In that little container there, I have not got it out yet because it seems like the unscented stuff has been doing better.
Oh,
early,
okay.
But we'll be getting it out here soon.
Okay.
I have Slam & Sam's Triple X in there.
Gotcha.
And I will run, I like all of the products that Shane puts together.
Right.
Gray Bills.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Northwest Bait and Scent.
Well,
That's Zilla bait in the jar.
Okay.
That's a lamprey bite or something. Oh, that's filling up nicely. Look at that.
Well, and talk about these fish, because there might be some people that kind of get a little, they're thinking, oh man, these fish have swam a long way and they can't be any good when they get up here.
So they got some pretty good genetics. We'll show you later when we cut them open, but they're some of the best you can get in this river. I won't put them above springers, but they're right there.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, and also, I mean, they're a long way from being home. Here, right?
Yeah, we're a long ways up here. I don't know the miles. Don't ask me that. I know I don't want to drive it in a day.
Yeah, definitely so. So you guys are based, is it Tri-Cities kind of home base, or what's home for you guys?
We're right in north of Tri-Cities, so Othello.
Okay. But like you say, you go all over eastern Washington.
Yep.
Up and down the Columbia.
We go to camper, so we will travel for fish.
Okay, I like that.
If you're lucky, at the end of the day, you'll take home some of the best table fare there is, sockeye salmon. There's also king salmon in the Brewster Pool, so ask your guide if you'd like to try for them as well.
You can see that. Hey, Tyler, I own every fish.
Well, there we go. Nothing like a little sockeye fishing here in the early morning on the Brewster Pool.
I'm only giving you.
There we go. That's what we're looking for here in Brewster.
Frickin' gills.
Well, I'll tell you what, this was a lot of fun. It was fast and furious. And now, fishing is fishing. They call it fishing, not catching. You're not always guaranteed, but when you come over here to Brewster this time of year, the fishing's pretty good.
You should at least catch a fish.
Yeah. Yes. And believe me, I have one person that's probably watching this that has never caught a fish before. And so I owe her a chance to do that. The big question, Wade, for you, I know you're based kind of out of the Tri-Cities, but of course you're up here right now. As the salmon fishing's going, you're here. You got 2 boats available here. If people want to hire you and go out and try to do what we did here this morning, how do they do that?
Well, they can get a hold of me at 509-750-6809, and our website is fishthecolumbia.com. And we're on Facebook too, so just search Fish Intimidators and should find us.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time here today. I was glad to get my sister and soon-to-be brother-in-law out here on the water as well. And if you have the opportunity, if you have a day, if you have a morning, well, we were lucky enough to do this in about 3 hours this morning, so that's not too bad. 4 fish per person for the time being. That limit could go up, and we also have the Brewster Salmon Derby coming up right around the corner as well. Brewster's the place to be for the Brewster Pool and this fishery that's going on right now. So give yourself that opportunity and give yourself the gift of fishing. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life Channel.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the house plants? I
do this? You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Almost set to wrap things up on this Friday morning. Before I let you go, let's take one last check of your weather forecast as we head into the upcoming weekend. It was hot yesterday, and we are going to stay that way both today and tomorrow. We're talking high temperatures today in the mid to upper 90s. OMAC, I think you'll see 100 degrees today. And then as we get into the start of our weekend on Saturday, still above normal temperatures, slightly cooler though. I think we will be in the mid-90s in Wenatchee, but still just stifling hot in the southeast corner of the state, down in the Tri-Cities, upper 90s to near 100. And just remember, I know you all know this, take breaks if you're outside and drink lots of water or Gatorade if you are going to be outside. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast now. Today, 97, 95 for your Saturday as we finish off the weekend on Sunday. Sunny and just slightly cooler, 92 degrees. The real cooling begins the first part of next week. We're going to see plenty of wind too. Both Monday and Tuesday will be windy. We'll see mostly sunny skies Monday, sunny on Tuesday, 87 your high temperature on Monday, and 84 the high on Tuesday. And then we'll start to warm up again by midweek and into the end of next week. Wednesday, sunny, seasonal high temperatures in the upper 80s. And then by Thursday, sunny and warm with a high temperature then of 90 degrees. And that will do it for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley for a Friday. I'm Grant Olson in for Dan Kuntz. Dan will be back on Monday. It's been great to be with you this week. Thanks for joining us this morning, and make sure you have a great weekend.
Hello, North Central Washington, and welcome to Networked. I'm your host, Jenny Rojanasatian, Executive Director of NCW Tech Alliance. I'm here today to introduce you to a pair of creative maestros who are instrumental in shaping compelling brand identities and elevating digital presence in our local community. Today's episodes, we're going to be exploring the world of design and multimedia creation with two extraordinary local business owners. First up, we have Elena Payne, the principal and owner of Audience, a boutique creative agency based right here in the Wenatchee Valley. With